Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the Transport Fever Longevity. We're here at episode 17 now, and we've moved quite a far bit into the future here. Now in 1961 we're running on 4 times speed, and I'm actually going to move this up to double speed as well. Things look a little different, a little bit more colourful in a way. I've actually gone ahead and replaced the trains with quicker coaches and quicker trains. It has its positives and negatives because they're not holding as much on them now, but they do move a lot quicker. But they're also starting to back up too. I've also upgraded the passenger trains as well to these trains, but I haven't color coded them. And they're pretty much just the same color as what the line is, or a similar color to the line. So it's easy to spot them at the glance of what they are. Still having issues here with this backing up. So that's probably not going to get fixed now until we're at the 2000 mark when we unlock the trains that are going, was it 160? So current tasks that we need to work on. We need to rebuild Looe. After that, we need to look at increasing our steel production because that's actually capping out, which means our goods and I think our tools are going to be limited, and machines. And we actually need to increase our fuel production as well after that, so that's getting near the capacity. As the towns expand, we're going to near the capacity. So let's move along to Looe. So over at Looe here, you kind of see that the roads are kind of all over the shop. We've got this bend here, which I'm not exactly fond of. This isn't straight here. Too close to the station here, which we've got to remove that anyway. Bend at the end here. Wonky roads going up here. What is that even happening here? And yeah, overall just not much, as usual, not much much purpose to the roads. So we want to look at our RCI. So I think we will keep it in the same similar layout. We want to probably push the commercial a little bit more onto this side of the station to create a little bit of a barrier for the residential. Have a look at this. That's not actually too bad, 20%. So well, let's get that back up. So we're going to probably focus on the roads closest to the stations. I'm not going to move the stations if I can avoid it. This road and probably these roads here are probably the main roads that are going to stay to start with. I'm going to fix up the roads off of those and let the town rebuild a bit, and then we'll go again. We're doing this in little time lapses here, so let's get started. Alright, so we're back playing here now. I've slowed it down to 1x speed, just so we don't progress too far into the future while waiting for this to rebuild. So you would have seen that, yeah, we cleared out a fair bit of this area. We will rebuild it all, but we do still want to clear out the rest of these residential roads and fix it up. Well, what we want now is the residential to start building on the new main roads. Once that starts happening, we can get rid of the rest of the roads. Same as the industrial. The industrial, we already are down to this, so we could go further on the industrial. At the same time, we don't want to devastate the town too much. Typically, as long as you have one of the buildings alive, it's in one of the residential, commercial, industrial, it will recover. But yeah, it will take time. So yeah, bear with me here. I'm just going to speed this up, and we'll see where we get to. We will need to start putting buses in soon as well, because as we push the residential out, passengers leaving Looe will be less and less. So we'll need to look at that too. Okay, so we've had a bit of regrowth here, so we're gonna do a little bit more trimming off. So we're gonna start down this side. Let's just get rid of all these are not angled. This might be okay. People see. All that needs to go. Now, what would be a good block size about that? It's fine. And yeah, that block I think is a little bit too big. So let's get rid of this end after all. Not too bad though, because it doesn't mean it's just going to regrow elsewhere. And I think what is a bit of a waste. We're actually going to pull this back from there for now, because that's going to mean the commercial will expand out that way, which we do want eventually. Probably want the residential to come around this way, to be honest. But we want to make sure the commercial starts building over here like it just did. Well, we've actually got a couple of residential buildings out here. We want to move those away. Alright. That's the left side all done. Now we just need to work on the top and then the industry. Alright. I think we're good to honestly just go crazy here. We'll just upgrade this. All those. We'll bring this back down here. Take that away, and I think we probably going to be good from there. I'm going to get rid of that lane there. That needs to go. Goes. That's not straight, so that's. Get rid of that. Pretty sure that's the line I just put in. We've got a house there, so that's good. Okay, we don't want your residential there. We only want it out this side, so upgrade that. And then we'll expand this out. And block size about there. Okay. Means you need to go, and so do all you. But that's now the commercial, the residential, sorry, that we're left with. It's going to have taken a massive plummet. A little bump in the road. So to get rid of that little bend in the road, I usually just place, make sure I've got it plus junction, plus cross junction. Delete the middle. Then I've got snap point here, snap point there, keeps it straight and keeps it flat. And I'll redo this one just in case. Just like that. And then you can get rid of the end pieces if you need to. Whoops, that was a residential. Bring that back a little bit too. So we just want to make sure that we keep this area clear so the commercial can spread into here. But that does also mean we need to create more space for the residential to actually grow. Means probably want to expand out this way, I reckon. Like that. That looks fine. Down a little bit further. Yep, across there. Fine. And then I will get rid of this section for now. So these are slowly growing out. What I might do is I'm just trying to decrease where commercial can spawn at the moment. I can rebuild those roads, that's fine. I might take this back to here, I reckon. Would actually, now that I've got this out here, we'll take it back as far as there. Oh, we'll go a bit further. There we go. So that's going to encourage the commercial as they grow in proximity to each other. So commercial is now going to be forced to come this way, possibly the side of the tracks there, and it's going to be pushed out this way as well. Alright, so now we want to tackle this piece over here. So we'll let that build up over there. We'll keep an eye on this and have to keep getting rid of the residential. As long as they keep going out this side, all will be fine. I see you. So, first thing I notice is distance here is not ideal. We don't want commercial here. So, what, this road is correct there. Here's what I might do. I might start down this end. Yeah, we'll start down this end and see how we go. You up there. I think that's a decent block size there. I reckon around here should be fine too. Water save. And a little bit further. Alright. Let's get rid of you. Go across. Now, question I've got. I reckon we just demolish that and place it somewhere. Where's a good spot? Put it next to the station here, train station? Put this side, yeah. Ooh, I can squeeze it in there, but I reckon this side's next to the freight station is going to be good. Yeah. Look here, yeah, we've got some residential building again, so let's make sure we keep an eye on those, keep them under control. Nice. Commercial building up there. And commercial down here though. We want this to be the industry. Now to help that, what we will do, we're actually going to demolish these roads up here first. Plane. That is a tram, I believe. And that's going to have to go, I believe. Get rid of these big roads here. Because hopefully what will happen is they'll start, yeah, they'll start relocating over here now. And since we've already got industry on this road here, we can probably go ahead and delete the rest of the industry, to be honest. Let's get rid of that. And this main road. Now we can start looking at what sort of spacing do we want. I guess we want to look at where do we want this station to be now too. Bear with me for just a moment. Okay. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to have a couple different roads here. I want to have a road that's probably dedicated to the trucks going out that way. Speaking of which, I think we have new trucks, don't we? Can I swap these over? Alright, so what are we running? We are running, I think, these guys at the moment. We're running all cargo. There's silver and silver bars. Okay, so we could probably swap them over to this guy here. He would work too. does one hold? 12. You hold 14, so that is an upgrade still. I think it's better if we just go with the top one truck. Alright. Let's go and replace all of those. And yeah, well, now way too high. What are we looking at? You're producing 800, you're wanting 1600. Might be about correct, to be honest. So we want to bring this back down to 1200. That's 36. Let's sell. That was 6 to make it maybe 30. 5. 1. Let that adjust. In the meantime, we'll keep moving. Okay, yeah, so we want to have a road probably dedicated to this line here. Could probably still have a spur coming off there, but you know what we could do. A road that actually comes along here and connects in this way. Not sure how I feel about that though. This could then hook onto the road there. What would something like that look like? Something similar to like this. Then we smear across maybe. Yeah, so then we could probably go like straight nuts. And yeah. Yeah, I reckon that works. So let me pause this for a moment. Let's take you back to there. Okay, so that's the new layout. And then we can have just this all gridded and coming into it that way. Then we're going to have nice smooth transition in there. They can go into all the industry as they need. Maybe we'll have some way to get across here at some point. Across the tracks. So they can cross into the residential a bit sooner maybe. Well, I do like the look at that line right there. So maybe I will take... what road did I use? Country Road? City Street. Take this across right now. About there. The only thing is I don't know how this is gonna grid out at the moment. Only issue. We'll take this straight across. Is that gonna work? No. Let's say you're gonna go across, say about here. Back, off a little bit. Go straight across. You back to there, and then we will down a bit more. Go that in like that, nice and smooth. Right, so that's the road down there. Now, what are you going to do here? Cross. We'll connect there. Yep. Fine. And same with you, connect into there. Yeah, so the residential has a way to get out without having to go through this. Thing that I would be concerned about is that this is going to cause more traffic on the road for the trucks to get through, but they will have the priority. It's good at least. Alright. The only thing I didn't calculate is that this probably is not going to be the entrance here. So let's go ahead and look at what size. I probably want to go with something like that. A little bigger. Yeah. We'll go with that. So that'll be the size. Drag you out a bit on that side. Bring you down there. Bring that back so we can get forward. That's not going to be across like that. I'll redo it. Straight. You. Just this way, it's going to allow a lot of room for the industry, for one. So I will take back to there. And I'll take to here. There. Okay. So we're going to have to demolish this again. Fine. Bring that straight up. And across all of that. I think. There. Okay. Now this is where we're running into a few of the lumpy issues, so let's smooth these out. Go. This out. Go. And no, that's pretty much done. We've just gotta fix up this section and fix up the tail end of this, and we're pretty much done there. I reckon we will demolish this all the way back to here, and that way all industry can be focused into here. Right, so you up to probably that here. Curve it in from there, that'll be fine. Go to a country road. We will take that back there. Start with a straight piece, change it to curve, and then pop it into there. Done. Last but not least, our truck stop. Okay, that should hopefully leave us enough room. Yes, it does. Perfect. That's what I wanted. 1, 2 there. Quite get that side, but that's alright. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 2. Okay, that's gone back too far, that's alright. Okay. This up. Okay. Okie dokie. So that is Looe. Decimated and I guess fixed in a way. So let's have a look at the RCI again. That we're doing. So yeah, so the commercial's starting to grow out there. Now we still got to control it in here. But hopefully now with all that industry change, that will be fixed up. Let's keep the industry off there and leave that to be commercial. We also don't want industry hopping on this side of the track either. Can avoid that. Alright, what is left to do? We just want to clean this up. Make sure the residential stays on the outskirts there. And I think it's time to just let it build up. So with that, let's get this sped up. Alright, so a bit of time has passed now. And yeah, Looe has grown back very nicely. We're still waiting for more commercial to be filled in here. Still getting a few occasional residential buildings and such popping up. If we have a look at the RCI, grown up pretty well. We still got a little bit of merging like that happening, but otherwise, yeah, very happy with how this has turned out. We want to probably keep all this commercial. But yeah. Now, I have done some other updates as well, because I noticed that we unlocked a certain train in one of our time lapses earlier. So, I went ahead and upgraded the main line to the high-speed tracks and electrified everything. Okay, so here's one of our mainline passengers. Just pause that fully rocks up. To replace. There it is. 103 meters, which is just within the size of the platform. Slightly less capacity, actually. There we go. Let's jump on here and we'll ride him up to the end of the line here. Let's get a good view here. Also, go Bob. Yeah. There we go. Alright, fully loaded. And we should be... Alright. First ride on the Shinkansen. So the next upgrade will be freight trains. We're going to upgrade those to the new electric trains out. It goes 160. Bit of a waste of speed, but it's going to have more power than what they currently have, and allow me to have, I think, 1 or 2 extra carriages on them. So yeah, this is going to be a huge upgrade. This will be going 100 kilometers faster than the freight trains at full top speed. It's a huge jump. There we go, reaching our original top speed. Looks like he's hard at work there, on all the knobs. I'm not expecting this to reach the top speed before it reaches the end. If it does, that'll be nice. I do have a feeling that this section of the track is probably a little bit on the short side. 220 is the top speed, so yeah, we're already at the freight station here, so it's going to cap out. Yeah, slowing down as we approach the station too, that's nice. And then, nice. Alright, so let's hop off here and make sure that we hopefully fit the station right. Yes, we do. So I think we'll probably leave that there for today. So we've got the Shinkansen now, and start of the next episode we will have upgraded the freight, because it's got a fair few to go through. We've got 4 lines. And yeah, that's just going to be a lot of upgrading to do. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Appreciate everyone coming along for the journey as we approach the 2000 age, and yeah, hope to see you all in the next episode. Take care.